welcome back for another book review. Today, we're talking about this one. This is The Magical Wheel of the Year, a tale of the pagan festivals with activities and crafts. And I don't know how to say the name. It's got the thingy over the E, different directions. So I don't even know, but names. So this is somewhere between a picture book and a chapter book because, like, I don't know what you would call this. Genuinely, like, it feels like a picture book, but like not exactly. Like, I don't know what age you would necessarily put this at. So somewhere between the two, because I feel like usually picture books are what, like maybe 20 pages at most. This is definitely more than that. So if I don't know, I'm thinking like maybe like first, second graders, maybe. I don't know, I don't have kids. But yeah, so it goes through this story of two sisters. There's a younger sister who I think is significantly younger, and because the other one ends up pregnant throughout the book. So it's like, I mean, it fits our family tree. We have a lot of huge age gaps in our family. Like, my siblings are 17 and 23 years older than me, so like we're used to that. On my husband's side, he has several years between him and his half-sisters. So, like, yeah, we're used to that. But also, okay, weird. But it goes through with this younger sister learning about the wheel. And you start off, it feels like it's supposed to be Yule, like the way it's described. And then it goes backwards to Samhain, and then goes through the wheel. Kind of a weird start. And then it talks about, like, pretty generic things for each of the Sabbats, and then it ends, and I don't know, it's like a minor spoiler, but I'll talk about that later. But then it moves into crafts and recipes for each of the Sabbats. So I gave it a 4. It's not bad. It's not one that I'm gonna like run out and go buy for our kids. I don't think I would get it personally. So, like, minor spoiler, but I mean, it's a kid's book. Do you care that much? But the sister ends up being the moon, which was so on the nose. Her name's Celine. So, like, yeah, sure, of course. Go figure. But I don't know, it felt really weird, and it had this really, I don't know, the sun god part at Litha gave me kind of the ick. And then the fact that she goes and meets up with him at the end, I don't know, it was weird. And it was weird about the sister is Gaia, so like Earth, and was pregnant but has this younger sister, and like, who's the parents? It was weird. And, you know, I appreciate that it's a kid's book, but like, there's better ones. Like, I have one that we're gonna talk about at the end of the month, Sam and the Samhain Scare. Like, probably one I would get for our kids. Like, there's a few that I would get. I don't think this is really one I would do, because, like, I don't know, I didn't like it. Like, it's not bad, but I don't know. And then at the end, like, and this is something I have researched so many times because I'm like, this can't be real, right? But it is. Everywhere I look, everywhere says this, so I know that I at least have one of you from Australia, so you need to confirm this for me. The moon. Supposedly, in Australia, y'all have a different shaped moon. It's sometimes described as backwards or upside down, or it like goes reverse order of ours, and I'm like, does it? And again, it feels like that shouldn't be a thing. It feels like we're one planet, one thing, should be the same, right? And then everywhere I look ever is like, no, that's not true. It appears differently. Like, technically it's the same, but it appears differently. So how we usually have the moon, where it's, you know, the crescents are facing outwards with the moon in the middle, in Australia, it's reversed. So it's like a circle, and then like the hooks are facing inwards towards the moon instead of outwards. That's what I've heard. I've looked it up a billion times. It feels like it's like the most biggest misinformation ever. But also, like, again, every time I look it up, it's like, no, it's a thing. So Australia, I need you to confirm this, please, because what? Like, and it says otherwise in this book. It said that unlike the seasons, the cycles of the moon are the same wherever you are in the world. Once it gets dark, you'll see the same shape of moon no matter which country you're in, which is like mostly true, but again, Southern Hemisphere. And like, where is the cutoff for this? Like, you know, like, we only ever think about Australia, but wouldn't like South America count as Southern Hemisphere, right? Right? Like, I'm not thinking of a map and there's the line in the middle, right? So why do we only think of Australia? Seriously though. But yeah, so anyways, I don't know, and I tried to look it up and it said otherwise. But again, even in my own book, I'm in that section in editing and I'm like, is this real? Like, I second guess it so hardcore because I'm like, this cannot be real. This feels so like, just no. But supposedly it is. So that was the only thing that I was like, you know, I have found it different everywhere ever. I've never gone to Australia, so I cannot confirm. I don't like have buddies out in Australia. And so it's like, I don't know, can you like send me a picture of your moon and I'll send you a picture of my moon and then we compare? Cause like, what do you mean? So I don't know, it's a silly thing, but again, it's something I have come across because I literally have a book called Cycles of the Moon, and I have done that, and like I've had to research it. And again, every time it feels weird, but I know other books have mentioned it too. It just doesn't get mentioned as much because usually you're in the Northern Hemisphere most of the time. And like, honestly, Australian witchcraft and our witchcraft is a wee bit different because like the calendar events, it's weird to be like spring for you, like outside it's springtime, and then all of us are like, oh, but it's October, it's spooky time, and you're like, what? Like, it's a different culture. And so, you know, you kind of have to find the authors that are catered to them, and there are a few, and it's really fun to read because you're like, oh my god, such a different world. And I've watched a few like Australian YouTubers and it's so fun to be like, what? But again, supposedly their moon's different and it doesn't mention that. So I don't know, I didn't like this story much anyways as a whole. It's not bad by any means, but it's not my favorite. If anything, I would like to have, like, again, Samhain the Samhain Scare. That's more of what I would want to have our kids do because it's not, I don't know, and like this book, honestly, the thing is, it's like, it felt so like overly done. Like, all I could think was, oh my god, is it Sokka's girlfriend from Avatar? Because like, she becomes the moon. Like, and I think it was a Japanese myth has the same thing. I think it was Japanese, that they also end up becoming the moon. And so like, it's not uncommon, but I'm like, really? Like, I don't know, for a kid's book, and especially like, I don't know, like, and I don't know the age you're supposed to read this to your kids, but like, if you're doing Montessori, you don't introduce fantasy stuff until they're like 5 or 6 years old. So like, you'd have to wait. And then at that point, would they still want to read this kind of a book? I don't know. I don't have kids yet. But I don't know. And again, the sun god gave weird, creepy vibes. I don't know. And then like the fact that like they got together and like at the end, the ribbons in her hair become the rainbow. I don't even know. It's weird. It's really weird. Just not my favorite. So anyways, I would love to know if you have read this, if you have kids and you've read this. What age would you have put them at to read this? Because like, I don't have my kids yet. I don't know. Thank you for coming along for another book review. Thank you to my Patreon peeps. If you would like to support me, get access to exclusive content, it's patreon.com/nightwillowcrafts. Thank you for coming along, and until next time, blessed be. This dog is on a mission to make sure I cannot record today. It's going great. So anyways, the camera's overheating, so I'm just gonna end it now.